Hi YouTube, it's me again with yet another pickups video, and recording this one from my bedroom this time because my laptop is through here attached and has several hard drives and things attached to it, and I can't be bothered moving it through to either the living room or the kitchen where there is slightly better lighting, so I'm slightly darker than usual, but never mind. And even though I have a few things to show, hopefully it won't be as long as my previous video, my Christmas presents stroke post Christmas purchases one, which seemed to drag on forever. So I will endeavour to make this one a little bit snappier. So first off, you'll probably have seen several people doing videos about game stations, sort of post-January sale or January sale 49p offer on games, and I was alerted to it by SNEStastic's video on it, and I went out the very next day after watching his video to see what my local game station had to offer. Now he was really lucky because he got PS1 games for 49p, but when I got to my game station, no such luck for me. It was mainly PS2 games and lots of sports titles, and I just ended up buying 4 Xbox games, but I did get them for 49p, so I was quite happy. It did take a little bit of hunting though to try and get something that was worthwhile. So the first one I got was Just Cause, which I did see a friend's nephew play, or was it my friend that actually had it, but his nephew definitely had it as well. I think one of them had it for the PS2 and one had it for the Xbox, something like that, maybe even for the PC, I'm not sure. So yeah, I've got Just Cause. I think the second one, from what I hear, the second one's actually a bit of an improvement on the first one. I know it's got a large sort of free roaming environment, a big island basically to basically run around on, and I quite like that element of it, but from what I gather the game could have been a bit better, but anyway, I got it for 49p, so I'm not really complaining. Next one up, Mercenaries. I think this is the first Mercenaries. The fact that it doesn't say Mercenaries 2 probably would suggest it's the first Mercenaries. Again, I just bought it because it wasn't either a Medal of Honor or Call of Duty game that was on offer, so I just decided to get Mercenaries, and the fact that you can blow up the environment is of the game is never a bad thing, because that was one of the attractions of Black as well. The small amount I did play of Black, it was something that quite appealed to me. So anyway, I've got Mercenaries. Soldier of Fortune 2, I've had the original Soldier of Fortune for the PC, and I did enjoy playing that. So now I've got Soldier of Fortune 2 Double Helix for the Xbox. Again, it was 49p, and I bought it because I have the original Soldier of Fortune, and I did enjoy it. So I don't think there was any harm done in getting Soldier of Fortune 2 for 49p. And last but not least on the 49p purchases, it's Tenchu Return from Darkness, and I have a Tenchu game on PS1, though I've never played it, and when I saw this I thought, well, this looked like, you know, I wanted to get 4 games, and this one looked like the best of the bunch. Basically it wasn't a football game, a football or a driving game, or especially a driving game that I already had, so I just went with Tenchu. So I believe they're quite hard to play. I believe they're quite hard, Tenchu, as far as stealth games go. So I might play the PS1 one first and then have a look at this one. And then next up, Morrison's, good old Morrison's, with its, shall we say, interesting pricing policy. You can find some things that are really, really expensive, and then you'll find some real, just absolute bargains. And you have to go in regularly because the bargain games and DVDs and Blu-rays just seem to appear randomly, just out of nowhere. And they've been selling Brink for the 360 for the princely sum of £5. So, yay, I bought it for £5, and I alerted two of my friends to how cheap it was as well, and funnily enough they bought it as well. And they were also selling Bioshock 2 for a £5, I think, and I think Fable 3. Maybe Fable 3 was £7. But no matter, I mean, it was really, really cheap anyway. So, I mean, for a £5, I know that Brink didn't really, it didn't really sell as well as the developers probably anticipated. I think it was overhyped. I don't know an awful lot about it, apart from what I read in Edge or Games TM about it. I don't know an awful lot about it, but I'll certainly give it a go. And as I say, for a £5, getting a brand new game for a £5, I don't think it's necessarily that bad a game. I think it's just, it was like so many games, it was overhyped and basically couldn't fulfill its promise. And anyway, it's now selling very cheaply. It's probably even cheaper than a £5 in some places. I eventually got Deus Ex Human Revolution, and I got this pre-owned from GameStation for £9.98. I was going to buy it brand new, but it seemed to come down in price so quickly. I suppose now, I could have bought it brand new now. I think it's now selling for like £12–14. But at the time that I bought it, I saw it for £9.98 and thought, well, why not? So I did. And just the Friday past, I went to the local Tesco, one of my local Tesco's, as Inverness has 4 Tesco's. You can never have too many Tesco's. Anyway, I went to one of the bigger Tesco's and noticed it, or I'd been alerted by a friend that Metal Gear Solid HD Classics, or HD Collection, sorry. Yeah, it is the HD Classics Collection, had just come out. Because I'm sure somebody in Game or Game Station had told me that it had been held back. I know they had it in the States. They got it in the States last year, but it had been held back until about March or something. But this is February and it's out now. So, as I'm a fan of Metal Gear Solid, this has got Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, and it's got Peace Walker as well, which I think was a PSP. PSP title. So, so it's great having this. It's brand new. It was about £28. It was 20 something. Anyway, it's £28. So, so nice to have that on HD. I have the originals anyway, apart from Peace Walker. So it's nice to have that. So that was the games. Now, I also got some DVDs. I got quite a lot of DVDs from charity shops. Cash Generator, you can get 10 for £10, though invariably I never get as many as that. I can never find 10 DVDs that I actually want at that time when I'm in the shop. So these are just some brand new DVDs or pre-owned Blu-rays that I got recently. From my local Tesco, and very, very cheaply, Batman, the Michael Keaton Batman film, Batman Returns. I also got,
as I've been waiting for this for quite a while, Kevin Smith's latest film, Red State. It's good. I liked it a lot. It has its flaws. It has its flaws, definitely. But you don't often think of Kevin Smith doing action movies.
or sort of hostage action movies. And this was, it was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So Red State, and I got it in Morrison's for $9.99, which was very cheap. I think HMV were selling it for $12.99 or something. But anyway, that was Red State. This is an old series that the BBC showed. Well, it's an old series that, from some time back, I should say. It's not old. It's old now. I think it was 1990s, or is it 2000? Might be 2000 actually. What does it say? No, originally transmitted April to June '99. Called The Planets. And it's just simply because I've been watching things like Brian Cox, and I've been watching Stargazing Live, and Carl Sagan's Cosmos, which I mentioned in the previous video. So I remember I was looking, browsing on Amazon, and it threw this up as a suggestion. I went, oh, The Planets, yes, I do remember that. So I got this. It's a double DVD version of it, and it's basically just a series explaining about the planets, how they came to be formed, and yeah, basically the history of the planets, the solar system. So, and it was about a £5 now, so you couldn't really go wrong. And the last of the sort of movies, or reasonably new movies, I got Triangle on Blu-ray. I had it on DVD, but I've now got it on Blu-ray. Love Triangle, and yeah, great film. If you haven't seen it already, then definitely worth a watch. And a fairly more recent one, and this was from Blockbuster, as was Triangle. It was pre-owned. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Now I've never really had much interest or watched Planet of the Apes movies. I do remember seeing the original one way back, the Charlton Heston one, but I've never really taken much interest in them, and so this was really my first time at really sitting down and actually watching Planet of the Apes movie, and it was very good. I really enjoyed it, and I've been quite looking forward to a sequel, because there will be a sequel. Without giving the ending away, the ending immediately tells you it's going to be a sequel, as it was to the original ones anyway. But yeah, that was very good. I really enjoyed that. And then, last and almost least, I got some more CDs. In my videos from now on, and following on from Blue Tonic 78's videos where he's showing off his CD collection, I may throw up some videos as well, looking at my CD collection, because I've got quite a lot of CDs. I buy a lot of CDs or downloads, legal downloads I might add, and because I'm really into music in a big way. So these are the CDs I just got recently, and I'm not going to speak too much about them, but first up is the new Gang Gang Dance album, and that's Eye Contact. I really liked the previous one, Saint Difna, I think it was, Saint Difna. So when I knew this had come out, I really wanted to get hold of it, so and I've already listened to it, and it's great, it's really good. I really like Brian Eno, and Amazon were selling, and they may in fact still be selling, some of Brian Eno's remastered CDs, especially the Ambient series, for about $2.99 each. So it goes without saying that I went, $2.99 each, right? That'll be in the basket. So Ambient 4, which I think is subtitled On Land, and I'm sure it's Harold. Is it Harold? Is it Bill Laswell? I'm just trying to remember who it is. I think it's John Hassell's involved with this one, and Bill Laswell. But that's Ambient 4. Ambient 2 is Brian Eno with Harold Budd, and that one's subtitled The Plateau of Mirror. Yeah, The Plateau of Mirror. So I've got Ambient 1, I've now got Ambient 2, I've got Ambient 3 as a download, and Ambient 4. And Discrete Music, which actually came before the Ambient CDs. This was 1975. in between. It's basically in between Another Green World and Before and After Science. That's when Discrete Music came out in 1975. Yeah. And another CD that was suggested to me by Boss Time Again on YouTube, or Ian, as his friends and family probably know. The Beta Band Hot Shots 2. So I think it's their second album. Yeah, I like this one too. Yeah. I was heard of the Beta Band, but didn't really know an awful lot about them. So he suggested getting it because he thought I'd like it. He thought I'd like it, so I did, and it is very good. And lastly, the 13th Floor Elevators, the psychedelic sounds of the 13th Floor Elevators from 1966. These are the remastered ones. They're sort of like double CD, nice sort of book. They look like books basically, book editions with double CDs and some nice photos and stuff, and liner notes and biographical detail on the band. I really like the 13th Floor Elevators, and I've got their second album too. It helps if I hold it the right way round. That's Easter Everywhere, which came out also came out in '67, sort of later '67. No, sorry, Psychedelic Sounds came out in '66, so this came out in '67. Easter Everywhere. I've still got to get the one from 1969, Bull of the Woods. I've had these on CD already, but these are the remastered ones, and they do sound a lot better, as the production of the Elevators albums were never that great. International artists in Texas never basically spent an awful lot of money on the band, and consequently their recordings have always sounded really muddy, but the remastered ones are far, far better. They're just nice packages anyway. There's actually a book, the guy who actually wrote a book about the 13th Floor Elevators, and I do intend to get that at some point, because I quite like to read more about the band. I know a lot about them anyway, but getting the book would fill in a lot of details that I didn't know about them. Albeit you can read quite a bit online about them. Anyway, I like a lot of 60s psychedelic music. I like 60s psychedelia, and along with dance music and electronic music and reggae and soul and hip hop and jazz and just about everything really. But anyway, I may make videos showing my CD collection, and plus my DVDs and Blu-rays as well at some point. And the very last thing I got, and I got this as a present from Jace's Faces because he saw it in the works for 99p, and it was Visions of Mars, basically a book with pictures of Mars, from like the rovers and the Mariner space probe, and just basically any mission that's been to Mars and taken photos, they'll feature in this book, and it's wonderful. It's really, really good, and so good that I actually went into Amazon and bought him a second-hand copy of it as well, because it was really nice. And it's great. It's out of print now, but you should be able to get one fairly cheap, either going to Amazon Marketplace or something like ABE Books, or you should be able to get it reasonably priced anyway. You have to shop around, but I got a sealed one for Jason's Faces. I got a sealed one. I got it for about £5 or something. No, that was great. It's a really nice book, and again, because I like astronomy and space and science in general, it was definitely a winner for me. So hopefully this video hasn't proven to be quite as long as the previous one, and as I've talked at some length, I'm just going to finish the video now and say thanks for watching, and I'll see you sometime soon.